10-4, I'm in your area.
I'll be taking Eric Wheeler. He was the driver of the vehicle.
Or
I'll take Eric Wheeler and process him. I'm not
okay.
sure if you want to talk to him about your bolo, but I'll talk to him about mine. And then, of course, now I have evading and everything else.
Just mention to him about the vehicle. See if anybody else is driving it.
Okay.
If not, then it's fine. I'll stay with the car.
10-4.
Vehicle's clean, I'm impounding it.
Go ahead.
The vehicle's clean. I'm just getting it sent to the impound.
Metro 14, one in custody, and route to Mission Row.
The vehicle's not impounding. Metro 1 will be en route to Pillbox with one adult male. Metro 123.
Holy shit!
Alright, Jimmy, I gotta take you to the PD.
Oh,
Come on.
shit!
Metro 1 transporting one male to the PD.
Hey, man.
I'm about out of gas. Metro 123.
Can't get out, sir. Still won't let me out, sir.
You don't have anything on you, do you?
Boys?
Alright. Alright.
Boys, why'd you take that?
Because you won't be needing it. Come on.
It's not
Yep.
illegal to have.
I never said it was. You'll get it back at the end.
Okay.
You're not going to come into police department carrying that.
By the lockpicks?
Yeah.
Interesting.
As of right now, you are not under arrest. You're just being detained for an investigation. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to represent you. You understand?
Same shit, different days.
Alright. Do you want an attorney present?
Boys?
Come. Have a seat. After
Oh, I
one will be
see.
10-6 and interrogation 1.
Oh shit.
Alright, Jimmy. That is your name, correct?
Yes?
Jimmy Newfield?
Yes?
Alright. Do you want to tell me what happened?
Yep. I was working at the burger shop, and this man came up and said, "Get in my car." I said, "I'm not getting in your cars." He said, "Do it now." I said, "No." He said, "If you don't get in there, I'll kill your families." I said, "Holy shit, okay." I got in his car and they started racing around. I said, "Dude, let me out." He said, "No." He
It
said,
seems
"You'll be
like
fine,
Jimmy
no
threatened
worries."
this guy,
And then the
starting to
cops
kill
started chasing him
Mr.
and
Wheeler
crashing.
here.
I
That's
flew out
why
the
he wants to
windshield.
take it off from us.
Give me 1 second, Jimmy. 10-4. Jimmy just said that Wheeler told him to get in the car. If he didn't, he was going to kill his family.
Oh, okay.
Okay, continue.
That's it.
So, you were working at the burger shop. Some random dude that you don't know whatsoever pulled up, told you to get in his car. You said no.
I know who he was.
Well, who was it?
It's the dude that pissed in my food.
And who was that?
I don't know his name. I just know he's the guy that pissed in my food.
Okay. If you seen him again, would you be able to identify him as the person?
Yes?
Okay. So he tells you, you don't know his name, but you know what he looks like.
Yes.
You
He's
tell
got a
him.
mullet.
He tells you to get into his car. You tell him no. He says, get in now. You told him no. He said, if you don't get in, I'm going to kill your family. And then you got in.
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Can you bring Mr. Wheeler to the lineup room?
I think we have bigger fish to fry here, Chief. Sounds like Mr. Wheeler's been running drugs for Mr. Miller. Remember?
He's been telling me he's been running drugs all day. That's why he's been flying for Jimmy and Jimmy Billy or fuck whatever his name is, and
Jimmy
Bryce
Newfield.
Miller.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Jimmy tells me that he's working at the burger shop. This guy pulls up. He couldn't positively identify him by name, but he said it's the same guy that peed in his food yesterday. And he said
Yeah, it's this guy.
that, yeah, I was just trying to see if he could ID him by name, but he can't. He said he told him to get in his car. He told him no. He said, get in my car now. He said, no, I'm not getting in. He said, if you don't get in my car, I'm going to kill your family. And then he got in, and then they drove off.
Okay,
I didn't find
well,
anything on Jimmy besides a lockpick.
I mean, we could work probably a deal with this guy if his story's legit. And if we could try to, I don't
Jimmy's
know,
also
knock
got
a few
mental
months for
issues,
more
so
information.
I would probably trust this guy over Jimmy, but I can continue. I already read him Miranda and all that, and he didn't want a lawyer, so I can bring up Bryce and this guy, but this might be why that guy, maybe this guy peed in his food yesterday because he didn't pay up or something. I don't know. We didn't know that at the time.
Yeah. I'll see what I can get out of him.
Alright, if you want to keep him here or take him to interrogation, doesn't matter. We don't need the lineup now, but...
Okay.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Alright, Jimmy.
Yes?
So, what is your connection to Bryce Miller?
I just work with him at Burger Shop.
That's it. You don't know him outside of there.
Nope.
Okay. What is your connection to the guy that peed in your food?
Nothing.
You...
Don't know that asshole at all. He just came in yesterday on my lunch break, pissed in my food. And that's where it all started.
So you don't know anything about him getting involved in drugs or nothing?
Who's?
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
I remember the officer yesterday was at Burger Shot when the dude that pissed in my food came in. He dropped something on the floor. I thought it was a bomb. And the officer came in and he looked inside the bag that the dude that pissed in my food had. And he said that there was cocaine and marijuana in there that the dude came in and dropped on my floors. Ask him about it. He'll tell you.
Okay. I'll get to that. But right now, I just want to talk to you. Because you know you're
Okay.
already out on bond. So...
I don't do drugs.
Now is your time
Never touch
to not
drugs.
hold anything back.
I don't look at drugs. If I wanted drugs, I would have looked in that bag. But I didn't want drugs, so I told the officer, and the officer took them away.
Okay. Do you know if Bryce does drugs?
No ideas.
He's never brought anything to work.
Those.
So you
I
don't
have a very-
have...
I have a very strict rule at my job.
You know he's the manager, right?
Yes.
So
and
then you...
I'm his boss.
How is that when he's the manager and you're an employee?
I'm not an employee. I'm the boss.
Not according to our record. You're not. You're an employee and he's the boss.
Those.
Okay. So... You hang out with Bryce a lot. So
No, I don't.
You do. You almost got him arrested last time, earlier today.
Yes, because I was gonna drive him to the police station to get his firearm registered.
But you just said you only work with him. You don't do anything with him outside of work.
I didn't say that. I said I don't hang out with him a lot.
You said you don't deal with him outside of work. You said you only work with him.
I did not say I
You
don't deal
said
with him
you
outside of
only
work.
work with him. That's what you said. You said
Now you're putting words in my
no.
mouth.
Like Jimmy shot a gun today.
You said I only work with him. When I asked what your connection to Bryce Miller is, you said nothing. I just work with him.
Okay, so because I work with somebody, I can't drive with him somewhere?
So that defeated the entire question.
Disregard that.
You failed to mention the fact that you were literally just in a car with him a couple hours ago, not work related. You
Driving
said
him to a police station to get his firearm registered makes me his friend?
nothing work related. I didn't ask if you were friends with him. I said, what is your connection to him? You said, nothing. I only work with him. If you only work with him, then you wouldn't have been driving him to the police department to get his weapon registered. If
So
I
being
didn't,
nice to somebody makes me an acquaintance?
if I never said you were an acquaintance nor a friend to him. What I'm trying to get at is you did not mention that now when we both know that you were just in a car with him earlier and he almost got arrested because of your negligence.
Didn't know I had to explain every single detail of my life story.
When I'm going to ask, when somebody asks you about somebody else, you would think that you would bring up the fact that you were just with that person not even 3 hours ago.
I work with the guys. I didn't know how to explain that to you.
You said you worked with him, but you also said you had no other connection to him. You obviously deal with him outside of work because neither of you... And I seen you two in his car at the gas station. So...
The gas station?
Yeah, you ran inside, and Little Soul at that gas station. He was pumping gas in his car, and you were the passenger, and you ran inside.
Oh, that's because I have no friends, and then my car got impounded, and he had to drive me to get my cars.
But you said you only work with him.
I do only work with him.
So why are you hanging out with him outside of work?
So I can't become friends with somebody?
You just said you weren't friends with him.
Yeah, I'm not friends with him yet. I'm trying to get to know him to see who he is as a person before I become his friend.
So you think that he's going to be impressed by you almost getting him arrested, and you ejected him from a vehicle while you were running from the police? You think that he's going to want to be your friend?
I wasn't running from the police.
Okay.
See? I told you you're putting words in my mouth.
That's not what I'm doing. I'm just telling you straight up facts, and you're not bringing them up.
A fact.
We've
You
got a
said I ran from
serious
the police.
problem here.
Show me on my record where I ran from the police.
I don't have to show you your record.
Exactly,
You know what your
because there
record
isn't
is.
one. So now stop putting words in my mouth, asshole.
I never said I'm putting words in your mouth. I'm not trying to put anything into your mouth. I'm trying to get information out of you about this, and you're not bringing stuff up properly.
So you're falsifying information to try to make me admit to it.
Never said that. I can't go back and add charges to what you were already charged with, so that makes no sense. I can't.
Well,
If you
so it makes
admitted
no
that
sense
you
when you're
ran
making
from
up
us,
stories.
no. If you admitted right now that you ran from us earlier, I wouldn't be able to go back and add those charges. It's already done and over with.
Well, it's a good thing I don't have to admit to something I didn't do.
Well, it's a good thing that we got plenty of time because you're being detained. So,
That's perfect.
yeah. So, what's your connection to the guys in the cells?
I already told you, guy pissed in my food.
That's a coincidence. Some guy just randomly walks in, pees in your food, and then comes back again today and threatens to kill your family.
Yes?
You don't think that that's odd?
You don't think it's some random guy comes in when I'm eating my lunch and stands on the table and pulls out
That's
a cup
not-
and starts pissing in my food? You don't think that's weird?
That's not normal. That's why I'm asking.
Exactly, that's not normal. And then when I chase the guy out of my shop with
Victor, you
my
wanna
fish,
come in
you don't
here?
think he's gonna come back because he thinks I'm a weak guy?
And it's
I'm not a
not.
weak guy. I'll put my fish up.
So, exactly. So then why would he come back? He got arrested because of you. So why would he come back and then threaten to kill your family knowing that the cops swarm your business all the time?
Because morons will be morons.
That,
Why would I go to jail against when I've already been to jails?
well, you've
Same
been
thing.
twice now.
Exactly, and he came to Burger Shop twice. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't get why you supposedly have no correlation to this guy. You never met him before, but then magically, oh, some random dude just picks me of all people that could be in the restaurant to pee in my food, and then magically knows when I'm going to be there the next day, comes back and threatens to kill my family.
Magically, how's it magically when I work at a place?
Exactly. How is that? You work 7 days a week? How would he know that you would have been there again today at the exact time that he showed up?
It's the exact same time that he came yesterday to piss in my food.
No, it's not.
Pretty
This is-
damn close.
This is hours after. And you're never there throughout the day, because I've been up there.
I was even at the police or the Burger Shot, and there was some guy at my drive-through windows, and he said, and it was that guy, and he said, let me in, and I went around to the front and even told the police officer he's around back, and the police officer started chasing him. So why would I fucking rat him out if I want to be his friend?
Oh, so
or
you
if I
want
had
to
some
be? So you want to be that
connection
guy's
with
friend
him.
too?
Oh, see, you're putting words in my mouth,
You
asshole.
just—that's who we're talking about. We're talking about the dude in the cells, and you're
I
saying
said if I wanted to be his friend, not when I want to be his friend. I said if I wanted to be his friend.
exactly. Why would you want to be friends with somebody that just peed
Holy
in your
shit,
food?
moron! It's a hypothetical statement.
Exactly, and it's a coincidence that he shows up 2 times in a row, actually 3 times in one day, and then shows
Why
up
are you
multiple times
blaming me
again the
with
next
his
day.
stupidity?
I'm trying to figure out what your connection to him is, because
Well,
that's
you're
not
figuring
normal.
Shit out, buddy. You're trying to
I can
fix
tell you
something
right
on me.
now, it's not normal for people that don't know each other to just walk into a restaurant and just urinate on somebody's food and then walk out. That's not normal.
It's not normal for a police officer to pull somebody over on the side of the road and the guy shoot him for no reason.
Who are you talking about? That's got
I'm just saying what's going on in this world. When a police officer pulls some random person over and they don't like the police officer, then they've never met him before, they just shoot him. That's not normal.
no, it's not. But it's got nothing to do with this.
Exactly. It has a lot to do with this. You're talking about
Pee-
hypothetical situations about
No.
something that didn't even happen.
No, peeing in somebody's food and shooting a cop on a traffic stop, 2 completely different situations.
I didn't know the person. I just did it. It's the same exact same thing, buddy.
No, it's not. Because that person could have it out for police officers. Who has it out for a
And
burger
that
shop
person
owner?
could have it out for a burger shop.
And who
owner.
does that? Who do you know in this entire
That's
world
a
that
great
Target
fucking
that
question.
wants to
Now we're
target
getting somewhere.
Burger Shot? That is ridiculous. You know how ridiculous that is? Do you hear yourself right now, Jimmy? This is ridiculous.
Oh, I hear myself loud and clear.
I don't think you
Fucking
do,
room
because-
has no fucking furniture in it. I hear myself echoing.
This is ridiculous, Jimmy.
You're telling me.
Give me a second. Are you in the cells?
Yeah, I'll talk to you in a secure location where they can't hear us.
What's up?
Okay, he's saying if we cannot charge him, I mean, if he can go to jail, but if we don't give him fines, he can basically be a informant. He has a location of a drug house. He knows Billy and Bryce are doing it. He has agreed to wear a wire, and if he messes up, makes a mistake, doesn't answer when we call, shit like that, that he's going to jail again, and he'll be charged money.
Well, Jimmy's dumb, but he's not that dumb. Like, if he's part of this drug operation,
He's saying Jimmy runs it.
yeah. So if he's running this, he's obviously not doing it by himself, which would be why Bryce would be involved.
Miller.
But so he's in there telling me that he's got no clue who this dude is. He has no idea who Eric Wheeler is. He doesn't know him by name. He only knows that supposedly, you know, it makes perfect sense that some random dude walks in, chooses him of all people, pees in his food, tries to fight him, runs out, comes back today and threatens to kill his family. He thinks that that's a coincidence. I'm trying to figure out why Wheeler is going after Jimmy, because there's obviously something going on between the two of them that
Can
Jimmy's
you explain to
not
Mr. Wheeler that I can't remove the fine from yesterday? He's thinking I can remove the fine from yesterday, but I
No,
told him
we
I
can
can't.
we can work with him on today's charges, not yesterday's.
Yeah, you go tell him that, because he doesn't believe me.
How you doing, Mr. Wheeler?
2, 9, 15,
Mr. Wheeler.
17, 18, 20.
Wheeler, get up.
I'm the chief of
What's
police, Jeremy Victor.
Nice
So
to meet you, boss.
you too. I understand that there's some mishap here between yesterday's incident with you in terms of fining.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought I remember paying it, but he says that he doesn't. He thinks I didn't.
Well, I was down here
Well,
with him when it didn't work, so
Well, I thought it eventually accidentally went through or something. I thought I seen that in my bank account. So I'm just like, there's a bit of a discrepancy here, and I don't think it would be very fair to charge me an extra $13.
Okay, that's not the story you tell me, so.
What? I didn't tell you any story. I just
I mean,
said
he's
was
wearing a
pretty
body
sure I
cam,
paid it.
so
Well, I'm gonna, that's fine. Like, you could charge me, but I'm probably gonna have to take it to court or whatever. And I'm gonna have to see that.
That's fine.
I mean, that's fine. So here's the thing. We can't do anything about yesterday's charges. We can work with you on today's charges.
Listen, but I
But-
want yesterday's charges.
We can't deal with yesterday. It's done and over with.
Well,
The report's already
I'm
typed.
just
The
trying to
state's
get the
attorney
money-
already
I'm
has
just trying
it.
to get the money wiped. That's it. You can
Well,
keep the charges on my record. I
That's
don't
not
care.
something we can
It's
do,
just the
sir.
money.
Yeah, we are not the court system. You'd have to go to court and talk to the
Listen,
state's attorney
buddy.
about that. Once we type up the report and submit it, it goes to the state's
Listen, man,
attorney.
I got kids that gotta eat, bro.
I understand
And
that,
if I'm
but
going to jail, bro, I kind of want to leave, my kids with some money or whatever to like eat.
here's the
you know?
thing: if you want it done,
Listen,
anything.
I've already failed them as a father and everything. Like, I'm a bit of a dirtbag, right? Like, you could probably tell that. Like, look at my face. All right, it's not exactly something.
If you wanted done the crime in the first place yesterday, then we would have never
Yeah,
have
but I
had to
didn't
charge
mean to
you.
do the crime because these guys have been like blackmailing me and shit for like the last like week and a half, bro. Like, they won't stop.
Okay, so what can you
Listen,
give us for today's
everything
charges?
that's happened, everything that does happen, any crime that I've committed, essentially, they were making me do it, bro.
So Jimmy made you kidnap him.
I didn't kidnap him, bud.
You threatened to kill his family if he didn't get in your vehicle.
No, he threatened to kill me if I didn't drive away.
So then why would you drive it? So he just hopped
He
into
said
your
that-
car.
He said if I stop this vehicle, because trust me, this guy's connected, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's connected. You know that B Mills? He's a straight killer, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You told me Billy was the head guy.
No, Billy's the guy, but B Mills is the killer. You see what I'm saying? Mr. Six keeps his hands clean.
So Have you met Jimmy?
Oh yeah,
So you understand his IQ, right?
yeah.
How can
It's
somebody
it's
like him
it's
run a
surprising.
drug operation by himself
It's
when he
surprising.
literally
It's
can't
not by
even say a
himself.
full sentence?
It's all a facade, then. Trust me. Listen, I'll tell you a conversation, right? We were down there behind the casino, right? Down by the the parking lot by the horse track.
Mm-hmm.
So we're down there, right? And they're like this and that, and like they're finally starting to like trust me or whatever. Like it's a little bit of a less aggressive situation. Like still they're gonna kill me if I don't do what they tell me to do. But like they're kind of like more chatting me, like they're like, oh, this guy's not gonna run type thing. So I was like, so I'm like, who's like the boss here? And then
Makes
B
no
Mills
sense.
was like, we kind of work together. And I'm like, really? And then Mr. Six says, he goes, what's it called? He's like, he works for me. And then Mills was getting all offended because I guess that's offensive to him or something. But Mr. Six was very adamant that he was the boss. I
So
believe it.
why would somebody that just had his food pissed on and the guy arrested
Pissed on?
because of that, why would he want to talk to you again?
What do you mean food pissed on?
You were arrested yesterday after you went inside the restaurant and urinated on this dude's food.
I wasn't arrested for that.
You weren't arrested for it, but that's what he said you did, and that's why we were trying to get you in the first place.
You ever considered that he's not telling the truth?
He said that you walked into the restaurant.
I smelled and saw the piss.
You ever thought maybe he urinated on himself?
There was two separate people that said the same thing.
You
Yeah.
the two separate people.
Why does it matter who the two separate people are? It's a witness.
We can't give out witness information. We can't give out witness
Okay,
information.
that's fine. You don't need to tell me. But it wouldn't happen to be his henchman, would it be?
We can't tell you that. What I
You don't
can't
need to
understand.
tell me that, but I'm saying if it was, it kind of would make sense why two separate people
Eric,
are telling the same story.
I don't understand why
You're not going to
somebody-
be bargaining your charges here, okay? We want to know if you have rightful, good evidence, information for us, and see if we can work with you.
show
If
you
not,
guys a
we're
drug
done with
house.
this.
I can show you a drug house, but
Okay,
that's
well, we need
that's a
information
small-
now before we can work.
No, you don't need information because once
Yeah,
you have the information,
'cause I
I'm
don't-
useless and worthless, and then I just go to jail.
No, here's what I'm still confused about. Why? So he's in
See,
there.
I like you, Mr. Victor. You're the big fish here. You understand that there's a big fish here. This
He's
guy
in
just wants
there-
to get the drug house down, and
Well,
you
we'll
know-
get to
you know-
that.
You understand that there's something going on here.
No, I'm
I
just
like you.
confused to get to the point to where we're at here. He's in there running his chops saying that you did this and you did that. You're saying the opposite. But
Listen, how this all
listen.
started was I went through the drive-through.
Uh-huh.
I went through the drive-through.
So you never went
and
inside. You
No,
never walked
buddy, this
inside
is-
the establishment.
No, I've been inside the building, yeah, but like this, you gotta understand that this has been going on for like.
Did you ever?
weeks, bro.
Okay, so here's what I'm confused about. Yesterday, did you walk into the establishment at all yesterday?
Yeah, to get food like earlier in the day when I was on my shift.
Did you go into the bathroom?
No, I don't think so actually.
So, did you ever walk over to Jimmy?
Where was Jimmy? Jimmy took my order behind the counter.
He was sitting at a table eating his lunch.
No, Jimmy took my order at the counter.
And you never pulled your pants down and peed on somebody's food.
No.
Okay. And you...
So what? You want to know how it started? So the reason that I got myself into this mess was I bought my new car. You guys know my Phoenix, my Phoenix, right?
Yeah, there's a bolo out for it.
Yeah. So I went and ordered food through the drive-through, and when I pulled out, I bumped into Miller's car, and that is how this all spiraled out of control. These total lunatics, because I couldn't get the insurance or whatever, and these guys were losing it, saying I owe them all this money, and it was like $13,000 in damage or whatever, and that I had to basically work my debt off, or it was my head.
Do you have any proof of them saying this?
Not really, no. But like I said, I can kind of show you like.
So it's he said,
Once I
she
have-
said.
Well, it's not so much he said, she said when I take you to the house where these deliveries are being dealt from.
So, do they know that you know about the supposed drug house?
They're the ones, I'm doing the work for them. I'm pretty sure the house is underneath of their management.
So, you're a part of the drug operation too.
No, I'm being forced to be a drug mule in the city.
Who are you?
That's why I've been driving around like a madman all around the city.
Okay.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's why I've been running from you guys, is because I got freaking coke bricks out the wazoo.
But we never found drugs on you or the vehicle, so...
No, exactly, because I'm just a mule. I don't sell it or anything. I take it from point A to point B and drop it off.
So, why is he saying... So, okay, let me get this straight. So, Jimmy is running this drug operation, right?
Right.
Bryce is his right wing.
Henchman. No, I would say henchman.
Okay. And
Putting too much. I'm just a lowly guy who's working off his debt so I don't die.
Yeah, you hit his car accidentally leaving the parking lot, and
yes,
they came and threatened you.
It's a very expensive car. It's a very expensive car.
When did they come and say this to you? Because
It was like I stopped like right then and there when it happened.
Okay. So is that why they followed you to the hospital before we got there? Because when you were going to the hospital with the lieutenant, I went there also, and when I got there, they were there parked outside trying to run inside.
Maybe.
And
I
I
didn't
stopped
know they
them.
actually. I never knew that. I never knew that.
They showed up at the hospital too, and I was talking to them the entire time getting statements from them about the accident.
I didn't know that, actually.
So let me get this straight. So Jimmy is the guy running the operation. Bryce is under him, working for him, or with him, I guess.
That. He's like, yeah. But he kind of dresses like a biker, huh?
And you got thrown into this mess because you accidentally hit Bryce's car. They threatened you.
Yep.
Now you're moving drugs for them.
Yep.
And so why is Jimmy... Why would it be a possibility that Jimmy is making this cover story up about you peeing on his food, you trying to kill him, you forcing him into the car? Why would he make all this up if you were an asset to him? If you were truly helping him move drugs from point A to point B, why would he sacrifice you to go to jail?
Because I don't know. Maybe the pee story happened before the car. I don't know, but I do know that probably the kidnapping. It would probably make sense because he probably was like, regardless, he's like, if we get away, if he says like, if he yells out the door, you're kidnapping me, right? Or like he's kidnapping me, and then we don't get away. It's a perfect cover story. But if we get away, it doesn't matter because we got away. Right?
But why would he sacrifice you to go to jail? But he made up a story about you yesterday that got you arrested.
No, well...
So he's sacrificing you now twice.
Yeah,
why would he do that if you're such a big asset?
Timeline events. I don't know if the P thing happened before or...
That happened before. So you supposedly went into the restaurant, went to the bathroom, came out, asked if this guy... You went up to Jimmy, supposedly, and asked if he speaks. And then he was on his cell phone, supposedly, and then you just pulled down your pants and urinated on...
Does that even sound...
Well, I'm just telling you what here's the timeline.
Listen
so
to
then,
that story.
No, hang on. You supposedly urinated on his food. They got up, they squared up with you. You got in your car, you were trying to flee out of the parking lot. You hit Bryce's car, you fled. You were then arrested, and then now we're here again. So what I'm confused about is how, if you're such a big asset to him, like so typically what happens is if somebody is going to like give somebody in to their business because they have to pay off debt, they're not going to want them to go and get in trouble, because especially if you get pulled over.
I get that. I get that. I mean, I understand your thing, but like I said, if you leave me connected, I can get you what you want.
Why would we leave you connected when you're getting arrested and you're sacrificed? Like, you're not doing anything for them if you just keep getting arrested.
Me, bro. Listen,
that's not helpful.
I'm willing to give you guys this house. You guys can shut the house down. You know, but I just...
Well, it's not as simple as just...
I'm not trying to say I don't want to do it, but I'm saying that, like, if I just tell you where the house is, you guys can still send me the thing.
It's not as simple as just...
I'm not saying you guys are, like asses, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen the movies, you know, like...
Okay, well, this isn't the movies. It's not as simple as just, oh, this is the drug house, and then the SWAT team just knocks the door off the hinges.
Sure, man, but I can get you proof, bro. I'll go in there and grab a load. I'll bring you guys the supplies.
And you don't think that the buyer's not going to want to know where the stuff went?
Oh, listen, here's an idea. I got an idea for you. Okay?
If Jimmy's smart enough to make up a story that got you arrested now twice...
No, listen, here, I got an idea.
He's smart enough to realize where your stuff is going that he's trusting you to take.
Catch this, okay? So here's the deal. I'll tell you guys point A. You guys can set it up. You can watch me do the swap. Then between point A and point B, we can make a pit stop. You guys can check the stuff. But we can't tamper with it too
You
bad.
can't make pit stops. That's the thing, because they're expecting you to go.
Buddy, they don't watch me.
You don't know that.
It's not like that. No, I do know that.
You don't know if they have a tracker on your vehicle or not.
Well, I mean, maybe, but can't you guys scan that stuff? I mean, you guys have the car in custody right now. You can find the tracker.
This ain't fucking Spy Kids.
Yeah, like
I don't know
we're not
what
the
you guys
FBI.
can
We
do.
don't have like this isn't a border
Listen, I don't
checkpoint
know.
where we have
Listen,
like
I
a
don't
10-foot
know.
pole with a mirror on it and we can just run it under your car.
I mean,
Like that's
you
not
can put
a
it up
thing
on a
we
lift
have.
or something, you know?
And
I think
what
you watch too many
garage?
movies.
We don't even have lifts. We send our cars to dealerships to get
well,
fixed.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to do that. I don't know, bro. You guys, that's your half of this deal, all right?
No,
You want some
alright.
drugs up
We
the
Can I
can't-
just charge him for the 13,000 quick so we can get that part over?
No. That's my problem here.
I can't do anything. We literally can't do anything.
You
The
should take
state
it- at least
attorney
just
already
cut
has
it
a
in half.
report.
Just cut it in
No,
half.
if
No,
you go to
I
court and it
can't.
gets disputed, then you'll be funded back from
I'm
the
not
department.
gonna take it to court if you guys just help me out here.
We can work with you on today's charges. Yesterday's we can't. Yesterday's gonna have to go through the court, and if
Listen.
the judge overrules it, then the department will fund you back.
But he just charged me.
Yes, and then
I
if
thought
Yes.
we were working something out here.
if the
That's
court,
yesterday.
if a
So now
judge,
your bolo's
if
gone.
a judge sends an order to my desk saying this individual was fined wrongfully,
Okay, I hear you.
then
guys. I hear you guys.
I will give you the money back from the department fund.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
But until
I'm not trying to
then,
be like difficult, but I'm just trying to get. Listen, to be honest, it's not even really about the money or really this. I just want to get out of this situation. These guys are ruining my lives, like ruining my life, bro.
well, earlier when I first walked up here, it was all about the money because you got kids to feed.
Oh, because it is about the money.
You
but,
just
like,
said it wasn't.
It's all, but okay, that's yesterday because that's about the kids. But now
Exactly. So we've been trying to tell you for 30 minutes that yesterday was yesterday, and you weren't agreeing
okay,
until
I
just now.
understand. But listen, you guys have to understand. I gotta fight for what's right, and that's my kids being able to eat, bro.
I get that, but at the same time, you can't be.
Like what if my kids found out that I didn't fight for them?
What if Jimmy found out that you didn't get the drugs to the place
Say
because
that too loud.
he
Don't
can't
say that
hear
too-
you?
I don't know who's listening. Maybe
What
they
if I go
think
over to
I'm-
Jimmy right now and we let you go today and I just tell him that you told us all this stuff and then we let you guys deal with it?
That seems.
Yeah, then
that
what?
That seems.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Seems kind
Yeah.
of crooked.
So what would happen if we walked?
I would probably
Listen,
die.
listen. If we released you on bail, what would happen if I walked in there and told Jimmy that I got it? Like
Why
I'm
are
telling.
you-
Listen,
This
listen.
seems-
No, no.
this
Listen,
seems
listen.
really morally
No,
incorrect, guys.
listen.
You guys are
Eric.
like really dirty cops.
Eric,
man.
I'm
This
not
is
dirty
really
at all.
messed up, Eric.
Neither of us are dirty. We're
That's
telling you
messed
what's
up,
gonna
bro.
happen.
You guys are playing with my
Eric.
life at this point.
Eric, you need to listen. You know how
Listen,
I told you
brother.
that? No, shh. You've had your time to talk about your kids dying and starving and all that stuff. You've had plenty of time.
Care that my kids are gonna die.
No, I understand, but you have to listen to me first, okay? What you know how I just told you that supposedly you did this, supposedly you did that at the
Yeah.
burger shop. I got these witness statements. I didn't tell you names. That would be the same thing I went in there and told him. If I went in there and told Jimmy right now, hey,
Yeah,
we got
that's fine.
information that you and Bryce got a drug house, we're gonna
But don't
find
do
it
that
if you
because
don't
then
tell
they're-
us.
Don't do that. I mean, you should know this, Mr. Cop. You should know that. If you do that, they're gonna change their operation. This is our one chance to strike them where it hurts.
Exactly, and if they go to change it, somebody can
We
call
can't
in
say-
something suspicious while they're moving a bunch of boxes outside, and then we can get them then, and then
No.
then we can get two houses
Buddy,
and the
what are you
transport.
talking about? Moving boxes just look like they're moving their house, bro. What are you talking about? Come on.
Exactly, that's what. So you're saying that
And
these
and this
people
place
would
is
just
in the
wheel
hood,
drugs
they don't-
out.
They don't like you. They don't like cops. in
They
their
would just
neighborhood.
wheel drugs out on a dolly and just load it up into a truck where people can
think
see the
you're
drugs.
thinking-
You don't think
not
that they
that-
wouldn't pack something up in like a box to make it seem like they're moving? You don't think that? You really think that Jimmy, as dumb as
Listen,
he
why are you
is,
guys trying to listen? I'm trying to help you. And
But the
something
plan that
that's
you're
really
saying is
annoying
not
me
gonna
right now
work.
is that
I
both
can
your
tell you that
badges
now.
Are on top of an American flag, and your badge has an American flag on it. And that's really bothering.
I can tell you right now that your plan is not going to work. I
Listen,
can
do
guarantee
you guys
you
want
that.
my help or not?
That's up to the lieutenant over here. I'm dealing with another situation with somebody
Listen,
else.
Lieutenant, what can you do for me today?
I'll let you keep talking to him. I'm going to go finish up with my guy.
Lieutenant, what do you...
Jimmy.
Yes?
Okay. So, we're gonna leave where we left off here. So, tell me again how you know the guy that supposedly urinated on your food.
I was sitting at my table, having my lunch break. He comes over. He said, "Does this guy talk?" My face was down in my phone, eating my lunch. He stands up on the table. He's pissing in my food. I looked up. I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then he's like, "Oh shit!" And then he like jumped off the table and ran outside. And me and Bryce chased him outside with our fists. And as we chased him outside, he jumped in his car and he tried to peel away so fast, he crashed into Bryce's car and he took off.
That's not what I asked.
He said, "How do I know him?" I explained it.
Exactly. How do you know that individual?
That's it. I just told you.
And you don't know his name. You just know that he supposedly urinated on your food. Because here's what I'll tell you. He wasn't arrested for urinating on your food. You never pressed charges. So if somebody was that big of a deal that the cops were called, why didn't you press charges for him urinating on your food?
Why didn't a police officer come back and ask me if I wanted to press charges?
Why didn't you mention that when I was getting your statement both here and at the hospital? Why were you even at the hospital? That's my next question. Why were you and Bryce at the hospital afterwards? Why did you go to the hospital waiting outside?
Oh, because he crashed into Bryce's car, so we tried to chase him down.
Oh, how did you know he was going to... how did you even know where he was? Because we didn't know where he was until we found him. So how did you know where he was?
Bryce followed him.
So Bryce followed him to where we found him, yet Bryce wasn't there when we got there. Bryce was nowhere to be found.
Are you talking about when his car was broken?
I'm talking about when he supposedly urinated on your food and he fled. And then you guys ended up at Pillbox with us. How did you know he was at Pillbox?
Oh, Bryce followed you, I think.
How did he know where we was?
He followed.
But how did he follow us when he didn't know where we was? Bryce was nowhere to be found when we found the individual.
I don't fucking know. I'm not in Bryce's brain. I just got in the car.
You hang out with him a lot. In the last 2 days, you've been with him all day long.
With him lots.
All day long. These last 2 days, you've been with him, both on duty and off
with
duty.
The guys.
I just said off duty. I've seen you both at least in 3 locations now. Plus, you guys were driving in a vehicle I saw together on the street.
We also run delivery for Burger Shot.
You run delivery for what?
Burger Shot.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Is that why you weren't dressed as Burger Shot employees when I seen you guys?
I wear the exact same thing every day.
Oh, so you don't change your clothes?
No.
Do you take showers?
Sometimes.
Oh. And how does Bryce feel about that? With you in his car, smelling his car up?
I don't ask him, and he's a very polite guy that he doesn't call me out on.
Oh, he's very polite.
Yes.
Well, what side of him do you know?
That's it. That's the only side. I told you, I'm still trying to get to know him.
So you just hired this guy, made him a manager, and you just don't know him?
Yes, because he had a very good resume.
And you just immediately promote somebody to manager that you don't even know, has never worked for you before, and you just bring him right on in.
I was looking for a management position.
For Burger Shot?
Yes.
Do you do any side hustles, Mr.?
Side hustle? What the fuck's that?
Like, do you do any jobs besides being the owner?
No, I don't have time.
You don't have time?
No.
But you got time to run into a gas station and buy some stuff in there while your friend's pumping gas.
Yes, I needed a sandwich. My food's not free.
You own a restaurant. You don't eat your own food?
No.
Why? How come?
Have you eaten a cheeseburger every day for the last year?
I don't eat your food.
Exactly.
This isn't about me. This is about you.
Have you seen my belly?
Nope.
Exactly. I'm trying to lay off the grease, buddy.
But you'll go and eat a sandwich from another place, a convenience store.
Yes, it's not greasy.
Doesn't mean it's healthy for you either.
It's still not greasy. I'm trying to stay away from grease.
Well, maybe you should stay away from grease and non-healthy food.
Maybe you should just stop trying to be my nutrition here and worry about yourself.
Oh, I'm worried about myself, but you're my priority right now, because I got a lot of questions for you. So you don't have any other job, so you're telling me that you spend all day long, day and night, at that restaurant, and when you're done, where do you go?
To sleep? Like a normal person?
Where?
In my apartment?
No, because we don't have any housing listed for you. So, are you homeless?
No,
So, whose apartment do you stay in?
my own.
Oh. And where is this at?
And Tinsville Towers, right beside Pillbox.
Oh. Okay. Do you live alone?
Yes.
Has Bryce ever been over to your place?
Knows.
Have you ever been over to his?
Knows. He doesn't even know where I live.
Do you know where he lives?
Knows.
So you guys have never, where do you guys go driving when you're in each other's cars? Besides you driving recklessly and almost killing pedestrians.
We went to the gas station, we went to Pillbox, and we went to the police station where you found us, me almost killing him. That's the only places we've ever driven.
That's funny because I've seen you guys up in Vinewood Hills.
Well, now you're just making shit up again.
I'm not. You wouldn't believe me if I said that I seen Bryce's car with you two in it up in Vinewood Hills.
I've never even been to Vinewood. That shit's way too rich for me.
But you own a restaurant right outside of there, and you've never
Yes.
been there.
Don't make a lot of income there because not a lot of foot traffic, so I don't make a lot of money.
You
And
ever
all
been to
money's
the Diamond Casino?
Diamond Casino. No, it's actually.
It's funny.
Why is that funny?
How do you
I
know
have
the
to
guy
have money to
that's
gamble it.
How do you know the guy that supposedly urinated on your food?
Holy shit! Do I have to tell you 15 times or what?
No, I don't want to know the story on how he supposedly urinated on your food. I want to know, because you've yet to explain, why does he keep coming after you? What did you do to him?
Chased him out of my shop with my fish.
And
Told
that's
him
why
not to
he
come
threatened
back.
to kill your family because you
And
squared
I
up
told him
at
not
him.
told him not to come back.
But you never called the police to get him trespassed.
I've called the police many times when he's
Not to
come
get him
here, actually.
trespassed. We can't
You know, that
escort
was-
somebody off your property just because you called the cops.
Well,
They have to
I
be
didn't know that was
trespassed.
an option. Didn't know that was an option. I'd like him trespassed then.
You didn't know that you couldn't trespass somebody from your own place.
No,
Did you read the owner's manual when you bought the place?
yes, but I didn't think I was gonna have any criminals in a nice family fun restaurant.
Family. I thought you owned it by yourself.
Well, I mean, it's a burger shop. It's a family-run business. I took it from my grandpa's.
So you have other.
Passed,
Yeah.
he passed away, and then my grandma was so heartbroken, and she got Alzheimer's.
Right. And then she forgets to take her car to the mechanic, so you steal it
Yes.
for her.
Yes, exactly. And then she has
Mm.
Alzheimer's, and she told me about the monkey bench, the place where I went twice.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't do anything to this guy besides square up and tell him to get out of your store.
I swear it up.
And then
This officer right here, actually. I've called him many times.
and then he comes back and threatens to kill you.
Yes.
You know it's not that deep, right? Like you know that being told to
It's
not
a-
come back to some place,
Pissing on me's not that deep.
it's not that serious. It's not the end of the world. So why would somebody threaten to
Have
come
you ever been
and kill
pissed
you?
on?
No.
Well, that doesn't feel nice.
Well, I'm
Or
sure it
smell
doesn't feel
nice.
nice. I'm sure it doesn't smell nice now that you haven't taken a shower and you're covered in urine probably still because you wear the same clothes.
I obviously showered.
You just said you barely shower and you wear the
Yeah,
same clothes
barely.
every day. So
Yes, I do.
those clothes are still covered in urine.
Probably.
And you just don't smell it? You just live your life like nothing smells?
Yep.
Okay. Have you ever noticed that people just kind of try to avoid you
Nose.
because you smell?
Nose. But now I'll keep that into account.
So you just think that it's normal that somebody threatens to kill your family because you told them to not come back.
Yes.
That makes zero sense.
Well, you want to know what makes 0 sense? When you tell somebody to leave you alone and they don't.
No, that makes sense. That means they just didn't listen to you.
Exactly. And I told him to leave me alone, and he just didn't listen to me.
He told you to leave him alone too.
When?
You don't know when he just told you this? So you can remember things from 2 days ago when you got arrested for stealing your grandma's car, but yesterday you didn't remember something that I said that happened earlier yesterday. How does that work?
Because you talk so much shit out of your mouth that I don't even believe half the things you say.
So you can believe that you got arrested for stealing your grandma's car. You remember that, and 3 days later you bring it up and you still remember it, but you don't
Buddy,
remember something
you
yesterday
tried-
that I told you.
You tried telling me that I had a probationary officer named George, all right?
I didn't tell you had a probationary officer. I said you have a probation officer. And I didn't
Yeah,
say
same
George,
shit,
I said
different
yours.
file.
So
You told me that you were my probationary officer, and then you told me that George was my probationary officer, and then you said you
who
didn't
is
even know
George?
George.
I'd love to meet George.
So would I.
Yeah, would you? So you don't drive anywhere random with Bryce. You're just going from work to work.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you get home since your car's been destroyed?
It's not destroyed, it's just missing a door.
Okay. So how are you getting home? Who takes you home?
I have 2 feet, buddy.
So you walk home.
Yes.
All the way from Del Perro. You walk all the way to Pillbox.
You wouldn't know what walking is because you eat too many donuts.
I don't eat donuts. I don't even like them, for one. And two, I know plenty of walking and running. Chasing after people like you.
Well, it's not very hard. Look at my bellies.
Well. So you're telling me that you ride with Bryce to
Is
the
that
gas
the only
station.
vocabulary that you know is you're telling me?
Is the only thing that you know how to say is lie and obstruct an investigation?
Oh,
'Cause
is
that's
that the
what
only
you've been
thing that
doing
you know
for the
how to
last
do is
30
accuse
minutes.
me and put shit in my mouth, you stupid bad cops. Oh, yeah, silent because I got your ass.
I'm not putting nothing in your mouth. I'm trying to get to the truth here that you're
I
avoiding.
hope not.
You just accused me. Now who's accusing who of what?
Yeah, exactly. Now you're gaslighting me, buddy.
And you've been obstructing an investigation for the last 30 minutes.
Obstructing what?
This investigation, I just said that. And you already
you're
forgot. So
accusing me again.
how do you forget something that I just said not even 30 seconds ago, but you can't remember something from... That makes no sense.
Yeah, see, you didn't even know how to finish your sentence. How are you going to accuse a fat ginger guy that works at Burger Shop and flips patties?
How are you going to forget something I said not even a minute ago, but you'll remember something from 3 days ago?
How are you going to gaslight me when you've been in college and university?
How are you
know
going to
these
lie and obstruct a police investigation knowing that you're on bond and you've lied 3 days in a row now?
things? How are you going to say that I'm linked to something I'm not?
I know you're linked. I know that
How
you're
do you know
connected
this?
to this guy. And I know
Oh,
you're connected
so
to
your
Bryce.
two brain cells just clicked and you're trying to think of a cheating story or what?
I'm the one with 2 brain cells? That's real convenient. I know you're connected to the guy that supposedly urinated on your food, and I know you're connected to Bryce Miller. I know it.
You don't know shit.
I know. You don't know who I know and who sees you.
Well, you have no friends.
I don't have to have friends. I know people that know
That's
you.
sad.
You just said you don't have friends either, so now I guess we're sitting in
Yeah,
the same boat rocking,
I
aren't
don't. Yeah, you're right.
we? That's unfortunate. One of
And
us
I'm
is
sad
against...
as shit, and I suffer from depression. Are you feel bad about that?
No.
Well, you should.
Why should I feel bad that you have depression? That's not my problem.
Well, that's rude.
No, it's not. It's the honest truth. Why should I feel bad for something when you've put us...
My granny told me sometimes that the truth hurts.
I thought you said she has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, just because she has Alzheimer's doesn't mean she can't speak, idiot.
I never said she couldn't speak.
Holy shit, you're so... Oh!
Are you getting mad, Jimmy?
Yes, I am.
Now you know how I've been with you for the last 3 days. Does it feel good to be mad at people? Do you like being mad at people? You're not free to go, Jimmy.
I'm not
You need to
fucking
sit back
idiots.
down or I'm cuffing you to this table.
Holy shit, is this a fucking incarceration shit again?
No, this is an investigation that you've been obstructing for 30 minutes.
No, buddy, you're assuming.
No, I know you're
You
obstructing.
know, assumptions are for assholes. Everybody's has one.
And stealing your grandma's car gets you in hell. So here we both
Yeah,
still
guess
sit.
what? I already served my time in the monkey bin. What about it?
That's got nothing to do with where you're going.
Where am I going?
You'll find out you keep obstructing. Because you
Else?
won't be going back to Bolingbrook.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
that supposed to mean?
You'll be going to another facility. Bolingbrook's not going to keep jailing people. Eventually, you're going to prison.
Isn't that prison?
It's a penitentiary for people that are incarcerated.
That's
for
where they penetrate?
Short. Jimmy, do you understand a word that I tell you? Like, do you honestly understand anything that I say to you?
Oh, about 1/8
Because
of it.
every single time I say something to you, you twist it into your own words, and then you try to
Holy
put stuff into my
shit.
mouth.
It sounds exactly like the person I'm talking to.
Does it? Because I understand what you're saying.
You remind me of my stupid grandma with Alzheimer's.
Oh, so here we go again, insulting your grandma that's got Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that dumb bitch got me arrested.
No, you got yourself arrested. And you got somebody else arrested, too.
That wasn't my fault that he flew out the windshield because he wasn't wearing the seatbelt.
Who?
Oh, the only other person I got arrested.
Who? Who got thrown out of your windshield that you got arrested?
You guys arrested me earlier, Bryce. Filing out of my cars.
He was never arrested.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
You literally told me at the cell, you idiots.
He was never under
You
arrest.
said-
He was
you
being
said-
detained pending an
you-
investigation.
Okay, same thing.
No, it's not. That's completely different. You're being detained right now pending an investigation. That doesn't mean you're in custody.
An investigation that you're trying to find something on me, buddy.
No, I know.
Oh, so you think.
No, I know you're part of a scam here.
Scam?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of scam?
You know, I see. Here's the thing. The good thing about being the chief of police is you know so many people in this big city, and
Buddy, you don't know shit.
And what I can do is I can just tell one person, hey, what do you know about this person? And you know what they tell me? They'll go out and they'll find information on this person, and they'll tell me, and then they'll carry on about their married life with no fear. So
You want to know something funny, Choose?
you want to know what I know about you?
You want to know what I know about you?
You don't got nothing on me. I got
yes,
plenty
I
on
do.
you. Is Tinsel Towers Apartments the only place you own?
You don't need to know where I live.
You just told me where you live, but is that the only
Hey,
property
that's
that you own?
That's all you need to know is...
Oh, is that right? Is that why you're shutting down now? Because I know more than what you're telling me.
No, because it's a need-to-know basis.
Is it? Because that's funny. You know it's actually against city regulations
against the law to what? Not tell you where I live after you know
I
where I
said
live? Oh, didn't know I was
city
breaking the laws on that one.
regulations. I didn't say law. I said city regulations. You have to register any addresses that you reside in and own. You have to.
Okay, it is registered, idiot.
Not if you own a second house. It's not.
I don't own a second house.
You don't.
No.
So why didn't you just say that then a minute ago when I asked?
So why'd you ask so many stupid questions?
Why do you always beat around the bush and then say the answer 3
Why
questions
do you
later?
always try to accuse me for something I didn't do?
I'm not accusing you. I'm trying to figure out how many properties you own. Because I got
Well,
information that you own a house. And an apartment is not a house.
Nope. Well then, see? That's where you went wrong, asshole.
Is it?
Human again.
So you're telling me that the trusted people in this city, what I
Trusted?
know, well, besides you,
See,
you're
I
not
knew
trusted.
you didn't know anything.
Oh, I know plenty. And when I catch you, you're going down.
Oh, is that a threat?
That's a promise. You have already made me deal with you for my entire shift for the last 3
I didn't
days.
make you do shit, buddy. You made yourself do it.
You broke the law.
Oh,
So guess what?
and
if
you
I
broke
had
my
to
rights
s-
privacy.
How? By asking
By
where you
accusing
lived?
by accusing me of doing something I didn't do.
How is that your right? You have no right to not be accused of
Oh,
something.
actually, I'm a citizen of the United States of America.
So
sir,
am
and
I.
have
Welcome
every
to the
right
club.
avoid my... Yeah, shut up. No, you're not.
Oh, I'm not? I wouldn't be able
You're
to be
probably
chief.
some refugee.
Oh, so
from
you're
some other
so
country.
you're now accusing me of being a illegal immigrant. That's funny because the last time I checked, you weren't immigration.
Yep, you need to get deported.
Oh, do I? And you need to rot in a 10 by 10 cell. But here we both still sit.
Oh, it's threatening me again. Don't threaten me with a good time.
That's a promise. I'll let you loosen your anger here a little bit. I'll be right back.
Oh, it's okay. Help
I'm sorry.
me!
What are you
Help
doing?
me! Help!
I can't.
Oh,
What are you
Oh,
doing,
It was a
oh,
glitch in
get him
the
off me! Get him off me!
Lieutenant?
Holy shit!
I'll talk to you after. Jimmy, are you okay? Are you okay?
What the fuck? No!
I'll be right back.
That is not what it was supposed to look like, Chief.
Oh, it's not?
No,
So what was that?
I was out of my eyes.
Mhm.
He was trying to fight me, and I had my baton out, and then my voice box wasn't working, and then he
Mhm.
sent me some F7 menu, F7 menu thing, and it got accepted, and I couldn't get out of it.
So that's how you ended up giving him doggy style on the floor?
What was that?
That's how you ended up giving him doggy style on the floor?
Yes.
Let me
I
guess,
would
this
never
is
do
one of
that.
those things that looks way worse than what it is.
Yeah, it is. It
Mm.
is. I did not mean to do that.
Is your
He
body
was
cam
trying
on?
to fight me. Unfortunately, actually, I don't know.
Well, good thing we got cameras in there.
It's not what it looked like. All right.
So you weren't trying to...
No. It was a total mistake that happened out of, pure God of, I don't know what happened.
Well, at least
My
your pants
muscle
were still on.
spasmed. Yeah, my muscle spasmed terribly. I don't know what happened.
Alright, if you just
He
want
was
to go
trying to
in
fight me.
observation. Hopefully you aren't getting a boner from that.
I'm not, Chief.
Okay, Jimmy. I've spoke with him, and the situation has been addressed. I'll continue to deal with the situation as it progresses. But,
Holy shit.
so,
Can you turn your voice up?
you don't own any vehicles besides one.
Hold on a second. Back it up for a second. I want to talk about that guy just shoving it in my poop chute.
He'd never... When I walked in, his pants were up, and his belt was on.
Yeah, he was trying. He was trying. He was really trying.
Oh, so you want to talk about that now? Okay.
Yeah, you walked out the door, said he pulled his baton out. He said, bend over, buddy.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
You see this camera up here, Jimmy?
Yeah, go look at it.
It
You'll
records
see.
video and audio.
Please, sir, you know I'm telling the truth. Please.
Okay. So what was this about you supposedly fighting him?
Oh, another made-up story. Yeah, me
Is
trying
it?
to fight someone that's grabbing me by the hips and humping me like a rabbit.
So, you let me guess, you think that's normal too?
No, you're probably the one that thinks that's normal.
Do I?
Yes.
Is that why I interrupted it? Because if I thought it was normal, I would have sat in observation and watched.
Listen, what the fuck?
Yeah, if I thought that
Hold
was
on a
normal,
minute.
I would have been watching, but I wasn't. I stepped in. As soon as I opened up the door,
You
I
like
stepped
cucking?
in. What?
You like being cucked?
I like being what?
Cucked?
No, I'm not gay, Jimmy.
Oh,
Maybe you are. I'm not. No offense, but
hell no. If it was me, I would have had him by the hips in the corner.
that literally just defeats the entire thing that I just said.
Alright, it's spiraling out of control here.
It really is. You're the one that wanted to bring this up. I'll go watch that footage, and then we're going right back to
Yeah.
while we were.
I just got my spider heavily violated.
That's not true.
Hello?
Just
I'm not
cuff him up or something. I don't know.
Thank you.
Cuff him, hard cuff him in
Anybody
the
there?
fucking corner.
He's so ridiculous. Oh my god.
Alois?
What the fuck is he doing?
Hello?
Jimmy,
can
go
hear
sit
this.
down. Jimmy, go sit down. Jimmy, go sit down. He clearly can't hear me. Jimmy, sit down.
Oh, sorry.
Sit down now. Why are you banging on the window like a 2-year-old?
I needed help.
With what?
The light started flickering and I got scared.
So you pounded on the window like a 2-year-old?
Yes?
Okay. Have a seat. Stay there. Don't get up.
Yes, master.
Sit.
Yes, master.
That's not where you sit. You sit at a chair.
I don't want to sit in that chair.
Too bad. I'm going to handcuff you to the table in a minute.
You try putting me in that chair then, mister.
If I have to come over there, I'm arresting you. Does that sound right to you? Wonderful.
That's the best you're getting.
If I have to come over to that side of the table ever during this conversation, you're going to jail. I guarantee you that. I'm trying to work with you,
Not
but
doing
you're being
nothing against law.
ridiculous. Sit tight.
Hurry the hell up.
Here you go. I got that fitted pulled up for you.
Okay. So how did you manage to get behind him?
I was trying to put his arms behind his back, and he went down to his knees, and I kept hold of his arms.
Then you just
Trying to get
got
him in
into
cuffs,
a
but
squatting position?
That's what I'm saying. It looks bad in the moment when you walk in like that, and he's screaming help.
Oh, I didn't hear him saying anything. I just
Oh,
until I
No,
actually got
yeah.
into the room, I didn't hear anything.
because like
outside of it.
I tried to grab his arms, and he fell to his knees. So then I tried to squat down, pick him up, try to get cuffs on him, but it was kind of hard. He's bigger than me. Look how big that dude is.
Oh, I see. I've been
He
dealing
has
with him for 3
quite-
days.
Yeah, he has quite a bit of weight on him. So I was just kind of holding him there. He was starting to fight me, and then I was waiting for you to walk back in. Hopefully we could subdue him, but then he started saying this shit like I tried raping him or something. I don't know. But not what happened, Chief. You know me better than that.
It's the wrong place at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have walked in sooner.
Sooner or later, I don't know.
I don't know if I would have wanted to have walked in later.
Well, maybe if I had him subdued, it would have looked.
Yeah,
that
maybe.
guy's sweaty.
He doesn't even take a shower, so
Yeah, that's the smell.
yeah.
I thought it was rotten food in the
Well,
garbage.
no, he doesn't take a shower really. He wears the same clothes every day, and
he stinks.
he's still got the supposed urine on him from yesterday. So, but I'm gonna try to wrap this up. I'm trying to get him to talk about the house that, supposedly he has.
Yeah,
but he
I
just-
signed Eric as a confidential informant. I'm gonna be working with him for the next few weeks here. I sent him for 10 months, waived the fines off today, so we're gonna see.
If he
gonna see
blows
him
this,
slow-
then this whole thing is
Yeah,
screwed.
I'm just
because
gonna do
they're
it slow.
kill
I'm
him.
not gonna do it in one go. I'm gonna slowly do it. Let him
Yeah. If
let him
the-
try to do stuff. Take some of that money like in half. So he's like, oh, well, he only gave me $500 this time, but slowly start putting shit in evidence, and then hopefully we can gather more shit, put a wire on him, and then
Yeah,
take
'cause
hopefully Billy or Jimmy and Bryce down.
if Tweedlebag in there gets a whiff of this, he's gonna
Yeah.
hire
Yeah,
Bryce
that's
to
why I'm
kill
not-
him. So
Yeah. So it's
And I'm
it's really
almost
under the
certain-
books, and this is gonna take weeks.
yeah, and I'm almost certain that it was Bryce that shot earlier. The evidence disappeared. So
Okay,
but
sounds
I'm
good.
almost certain it was him. But
Yeah, Eric didn't know anything about
we'll
that.
we'll deal with the whole rabbiting later.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably gonna take weeks too, because that's gonna be an investigation now, since he filed
What?
a formal complaint.
That's bullshit, Chief.
Well, I gotta do it by the books. If not, then Tweedlebag in there.
You saw the video. I was trying to subdue
Yeah,
him.
but I also saw what he said. So
Yeah, but you walked in at the wrong fucking
I
time.
walked in and saw something that was supporting his side. Is what I saw. I saw a
you can't do an
baton like up
investigation.
against his back with you going at him. That's what I saw.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna disagree with you on that one.
All right, just hang out here. Try not to go in there. If I have to walk away again,
Yeah.
don't go in there, because he'll.
All right.
I don't want to see what will happen next. All right, Jimmy. So I'm just letting you know there will
Turn your
be
voice up, please.
there will be a formal investigation against the lieutenant. I can't guarantee that
thank
anything
God.
will happen, but internal affairs will be notified and an investigation will be completed.
Alright, I'm getting very sleepy. Can we hurry up?
Are you gonna walk home?
Yes?
No. You know how dangerous these streets are? It's crazy that you walk from
Yes.
your. Do you walk from Burger Shot, or do you get dropped off somewhere by Bryce?
No, I walked.
The whole way?
Yep.
Then you don't make any detours.
No.
Okay. Do you know if Bryce lives in an apartment or a house?
Don't know. Didn't care enough to ask him.
But you cared enough to almost get him you cared enough to throw him out your windshield earlier.
Alright, we're talking in circles here.
No. We're really not. The only person that keeps bringing up the past is you. I'm bringing up current stuff that is relevant to this investigation.
What did I bring up the past?
What's in the past is you stealing your grandma's car. What happened today is
You
part of
brought
this
that up.
investigation.
You brought my grandma's car up. So you're accusing me again.
You just admitted it again that you stole it.
Holy shit, buddy. Are you just gonna use everything that I say against me and nothing that you say out of your own stupidity?
Yes,
against
I'm going
yourself?
to use anything you say against you. That's what I told you when I read you Miranda.
Okay, so I'm gonna use anything you say against you.
That's fantastic. I'm not the one being questioned
Yep, I'm questioning
about a
you.
murder for hire.
Murders. See, now you're on another thing. You're just yapping now.
Nope. So you don't. How do you feel about that guy that urinated on your food and now tried to kill your family? How does that make you feel?
Incarcerated.
He is.
I said I want him. That's
Oh.
how I feel.
That's how you feel. You just feel that he should be in jail
Yes.
in the same place that you'll be going.
Why am I going there?
You violate your bond again, you'll be in there.
Yeah, now you're assuming again.
I said if.
Yeah, assuming. If they're for assholes, I said too.
Yeah, but you said if earlier to me, so what's the deal with that?
Yeah. Well, I'm an
That-
asshole. What's the point?
Does that make you an asshole?
Yes.
No. Does that mean that you were assuming stuff about me?
Yes.
Oh. So now you want to admit the truth, but you don't want to admit the truth with the other stuff.
Oh, see, now you're assuming again.
No, I know you're lying.
How do you know this?
How do I know?
You gotta put your two brain cells together to think of this excuse or what?
You just going to keep insulting me, or are you going to answer the questions with your
Okay,
full
well,
truth
then-
honesty?
Told you the truth again. I told you yes.
But you didn't tell me how you know Bryce Miller besides working with him.
All right, buddy. So you're either gonna finish this up or I'm gonna sleep right here.
You're either going to answer my questions, or you're going to sit in a holding cell.
Sit in a holding cell. So wrongfully detaining me for an accusation.
No, I can hold you for 24 hours.
Okay, so you want to wrongfully accuse me?
Of what?
Tell me what your clear, concise evidence is of why I should be in that holding cell for 24 hours.
Anybody that is detained, I can hold for an investigation for 24 hours. So,
Well, it's pretty much been 24 hours from how stupid you've been.
no, it's only been about 30, 40 minutes.
30, 40 minutes. Holy
Mhm.
shit. What time are you looking at?
The time that you'd be sitting in the cell.
30, 40 minutes? No. 30, 40 minutes, sure. It's like, holy shit, that's like 2 months.
Mm-hmm. So how do you know Bryce Miller outside of work?
Told you my answer. I work with them. That's all you're getting. Asshole.
That's it.
That's it.
So then the next time that I see you in a car with him, I can tell you right to your face. I can when I see you again, I can tell you right to your face, oh, I thought you only worked with him.
Yes.
Next time I see you guys at a gas station, I can walk up to you and rub it in your face. And I
Yes.
can charge you with obstruction.
No.
Yes.
I'm obstructing.
You lied.
What's-
you said you don't
what's-
know him outside of
what's
the job.
stopping-
If I
what's
see
stopping
you,
me?
if
No,
I
no,
see you
no,
together,
no,
No.
if I see
No,
you
no.
together
No.
outside of work,
No.
that means you lied.
Noise.
Yes,
Anyway,
that's what that
yeah,
means.
fine.
You just told
So-
me you only work with him, and if I see you outside of work together, that means you lied. Do you know the?
I didn't lie.
Do you know
I
the
told
difference?
you that I. Do you know the difference? Just shut the fuck up.
Do you know the difference between a truth and a lie, Jimmy? Do you remember learning that when you were like 2?
Yes. The
Do
truth
you?
is, you got dropped on
Oh,
your
so
head. and
you
the lie
remember
is-
that, but you don't remember. Do you remember what I told you earlier today?
Listen, buddy. My mom told me never to talk to strangers.
I'm not a stranger. I've arrested you.
You're still a stranger to me.
All right, and you're still a criminal, so
Okay, and
doesn't make it any better, does it?
why are you gaslighting me again?
Why are you gaslighting me?
Exactly.
Why are you lying to me?
Why are you accusing me?
Why are you laughing? What's funny about a murder for hire?
Because you're such an idiot. That's why.
Is that what it is? Is that why you're
Your
gaslighting me
stupidity's
now?
making me laughing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry that my stupidity makes you laugh. That's very unfortunate. You know what makes me laugh? Getting people the justice that they deserve. And that's
Oh,
what's
there's
going to
an
happen
ash-
to you.
There's an ashtray right there.
Mm-hmm. No, you are not smoking in here.
Oh, there's an ashtray.
That don't mean you get a smoke. Put it up.
Oh, so now just because I'm white and I'm ginger, I'm not allowed to do it.
Nobody gets to smoke
So
in
now
here.
you're being racist.
What? I'm literally the same color as you.
Yeah, you're being racist, buddy, because people have smoked in here. Now you're stopping the only ginger that's walked in this room.
What are
You're
you
a
talking
racist,
about?
a narcissist.
You don't know who's
you're
all been in this room.
selfish. You're
Take the
stupid.
cigarette out of your mouth or I'm taking it out for you. Thank you. Why do you have to be so difficult?
Why do you have to be so difficult?
I'm not. I'm trying to get to the bottom of a situation here that you're lying about.
Can I ask you a question?
Does it
At what
revolve
age-
around the... No, shh.
At what age
Don't
did you move out
ask
of
it.
your
No,
family's house?
I didn't tell you could answer it.
What age did you move out of your family's house?
At what age did you realize I'm going to be a criminal for the rest of my life?
Yesterday, the day
Oh.
before.
Is that why you're doing illegal activities with Bryce?
I'm not.
Says who?
Says me.
And you're trustworthy?
And you believe everything you hear?
Do you believe everything you hear?
Yes.
Because you're the one that accused the guy of urinating on your food in a public restaurant.
Didn't accuse him. I saw it with my own two fat eyes.
You accused him. You never
Oh.
pressed charges. There was no physical evidence.
And you never asked me if I wanted to press charges. That's part of your jobs.
I wasn't the responding officer.
You took my witness statement. You could have asked me at that
I
time
took
if
your
I wanted
witness
to press charges.
statement on what you saw in the store from what he was doing in relation to Bryce Miller's vehicle.
Okay, so then why didn't the officer that just tried raping me ask me if I wanted to press charges?
I don't know. I'm not
Good
him.
question. It's a good question.
Is
So
it?
therefore, I didn't do anything wrong.
I never said you did anything wrong.
You said I didn't do anything that I didn't have the option to do.
What?
Yep, you said it.
When?
Just now.
What? You know, this is ridiculous. You're just going in circles here, and you're making
And
stuff
so
up.
are you.
It's so funny
Holy
that
shit,
you
it's
just
like we're alike. We can be friends.
absolutely not. I would not be friends with you if
We
we
have
were
the
the
same
last two people on
personality.
Earth. What? What did you just say to me?
I said we have the same personality.
No. I work for justice. You work for career criminals.
I don't work for shit except for Birdshot.
Oh wait, that's right. You are the career criminal yourself, and you have people work for you. That's right.
See, now you're just accusing me again.
Am I? Is that why you've been arrested twice? And you just said, and you just admitted yourself that you realized yesterday that you would spend the rest of your life as a criminal.
I didn't say the rest of my life.
You did.
No, you just said at what age or when did you realize you wanted to be a criminal? I said yesterday.
No, I didn't say want.
See, now you're twisting
I
your
said,
story again.
at what age did
You know,
you realize you were
you
going to
remind
be
me
a
a
criminal
lot-
the rest of your life?
You remind me a lot of this one person I met.
Who? Who'd you meet that reminds you of me?
Just one person on the street. I was
Mhm.
walking home and they were standing there waiting for the bus. And I stopped and I talked to her. And she's the kind of girl that tells herself something 100 times and she believes it.
Oh, so
That's-
I remind you. Oh, that's funny how a male reminds you of a female. How does that work?
Yeah, you remind me of the female I met.
What was her name?
I didn't ask.
So you just randomly walk up to people and start talking to them. You don't introduce yourself, nothing?
Is that how you meet people? You just randomly talk to them?
I introduce myself to people.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Pretend that I'm a stranger on the side of the street and you come up to me and you want to be my friend. What do you say?
I wouldn't want to be your friend.
It said pretend.
This isn't a pretending game. We're not two. Just because
Hey,
you act two doesn't mean that this
That
is
officer
two.
out there was just giving me the middle fingers. What did
Jimmy,
you say? What?
do you know the difference between the truth and the lies?
I told you already.
You never answered.
I did.
You didn't. You brought up me and you said, "Do you realize?" And then you said something about
Truth
me.
is that you got dropped on your head as a baby. And
How
the
would
lie
you know?
was that you were going to be a male when you were born.
And how old are you again?
You should know. You ran my name.
How old are you? Do you know your own name?
You should know. You ran my name.
Do you know your own name?
When it matters.
It does matter because if you don't even
Oh,
know your own name
I'm
without
hungry.
if you don't even know your own name, but you can claim that somebody urinated on you in your food, there goes
Oh.
your credibility right out the window
I'm
if you can't
thirsty.
even remember your own name. Do you know your own age, Jimmy?
I know everything I need to know about myself, yes?
Do you? Because I don't think you know what you're getting yourself into.
And I don't think you know what kind of lawsuit you're going to get when you accuse me of something I didn't do.
What have I accused you of that you didn't do?
Some kind of criminal of some
You-
sort with some other people and some
You
other
are a criminal.
side hustle shit that you said. and
So
some other...
you no, I said, do you have any side hustles? You are a criminal.
You said, do you have any side hustle? And I said no, and you said, I know somebody. I know somebody.
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, exactly. Finally,
What
you
does
admit to
that-
your own stupidity.
What does me knowing somebody and you doing side hustles have to do with anything?
See, you just said I'm doing side hustles, but I'm not.
Okay, supposedly doing side hustles.
Thank you for changing your sentence.
What I do know is you're lying.
Oh, see, there you go, assuming again.
That's not an assumption, it's the truth.
And what
And
makes
you
it the
don't
truth?
you don't know.
Sure, you tell me the difference between the truth and the lies.
I don't have to because I'm not acting like a kindergartner like you.
Oh, yes, you are.
Says who?
Says me.
Says the person that has no credibility, is a career criminal. They stole their grandma's car that has Alzheimer's, threw somebody out of their windshield.
Alzheimer's? What's
Yeah.
an Alzheimer?
I think you need to be tested.
I think you need to go back to English school.
Do I? You don't know what Alzheimer's is?
What's Alzheimer's?
You're going to be tested. Just letting
It's
you know.
Alzheimer's.
No. It's what I said it is.
It's Alzheimer's, buddy.
Okay. I don't think... See, the way you say things doesn't make it any better. What I've accused you of is not an assumption. It's the truth. You stole your grandma's car. You threw somebody at your windshield. You lied about knowing them because if you didn't know them outside of work, you wouldn't have taken them to supposedly the police department while you're doing circles around your own business, driving on a pedestrian walkway, almost killing them.
It's been going on for an hour. I need to sleep. I'm very tired. My eyes are hurting.
Okay, that's fine. Just letting you know, you are to not leave the city. You are still under investigation.
Okay, so where would I go?
If anybody from this department attempts to contact you, you need to become available. Is that understood?
Yep, sure.
Is that understood?
I just said, yep, sure.
Okay. If you are caught to be obstructing this investigation by either leaving the city, fleeing the country, or making up some excuse, you will immediately be placed in handcuffs and you will be prosecuted on that charge. Is that understood?
Yep, sure.
Okay. Follow me. Walk out the door.
Holy shit.
Hang
Finally,
right.
Get me out of this nutcase's office. Holy shit.
Go. Hang
You are
right.
one- you are
Hang
one
a
smart-
right.
You are one smart woman, aren't you?
Go up the staircase. Keep going straight. Go straight all the way down to the windows.
Holy shit, you're talking to me like a dog's.
Because you don't listen.
Oh, really?
When you get up here to the fire extinguisher, make a left.
Okay.
Stand right there.
Yeah, give me my items back, you stupid idiot.
I took one thing from you, and I told you
Yeah,
you would
give
get it back.
back.
I told you I would.
Mr. Smart Woman's scared of a lockpicks.
I never said you were free to go.
Well, I did.
Have fun walking home, Jimmy. Have fun walking.
Yep, I will.
Stay safe at your Tinsel Towers. I'd hate for you to get arrested again.